Good day, everyone. Today, I'll be presenting Lesson 3 Ethics in Information Technology. So, in this lesson, we'll talk about how to use computers and the internet properly and responsibly. Before we begin, let me present to you the learning objective for today's lesson. So, first, identify the 10 commandments of computer ethics. So, these are the basic rules for proper computer use. Then, second, define hacking and describe what hackers do. Then, third, differentiate among the three types of hackers: the black, the white, and gray hat hackers. Then, fourth, explain the concept and purpose of ethical hacking. And lastly, show proper online conduct and respect for others when using the internet. So, the do's and don'ts of using the internet. So, technology plays a big role in our daily lives. We use it to study, communicate, and even entertain ourselves. But just like in real life, there are rules and ethics we must follow when using the computers. So, introduction, there are plenty of things that we can do using the internet. But we have to always remember what Spider-Man said: with great power comes with great responsibility. So, meaning there are countless things we can do on the internet. We can learn new skills, chat with friends, post picture, or even play games. But we must remember what Spider-Man said, that with great power comes with great responsibility. This means that even if we have the freedom to do almost anything online, we must always be responsible for our actions. So the internet gives us power, but we must use it wisely and responsibly. So for example, we should not post rude comments or bully others online. We should think before we share information, especially if it's not true. Then we should respect people's privacy and not open or share their personal data. So the main idea is be responsible with what you post, share, and do online. So let us know the 10 commandments of computer ethics. So these are like the golden rules for computer users. First, thou shalt not use a computer to harm other people. So meaning, don't spread viruses, cyberbully, or scam others online. The second, thou shalt not interfere with other people's computer work. So meaning, don't disturb or delete someone's files. For example, don't tamper with your classmates' digital project. Third, thou shall not snoop around in other people's files. So, respect privacy. Don't open others' account or personal documents without permission. Then fourth, thou shall not use a computer to steal. So don't steal password, money, or information online. Then fifth, thou shall not use a computer to bear false witnesses. So meaning, don't spread fake news, lies, or false accusations on social media. Sixth, thou shalt not copy or use proprietary software for which you have not paid. So, for example, don't use pirated software or movies. Always use legal copies. Next, thou shalt not use other people's computer resources without authorization. So, we must always ask permission before using someone's Wi-Fi or computer file. Next, thou shalt not appropriate other people's intellectual output. So, meaning, don't plagiarize. If you use others' work or research, you must give proper credit. The next, thou shalt think about the social consequences of the program you are writing or the system you are designing. So meaning, create programs that help others, not to harm other people. So lastly, thou shalt always use a computer in ways that show consideration and respect for others. So meaning, always be kind, respectful, and be responsible online. So I hope that we follow these 10 commandments of computer ethics. Now let's talk about hacking. So what is hacking? So hacking is the unauthorized access or control over a computer system or network. Meaning, hacking is when someone accesses or controls a computer or network without permission. So it's like entering someone's house without being invited. It is usually done to exploit or manipulate data and systems, meaning it is usually done to steal, damage, or manipulate data. For example, a hacker might break into a bank's website to steal money, or A student might hack into a system to change grade. These are both examples of illegal hacking. However, not all hacking is bad because some hackers use their skills to protect systems from being attacked. Next is, what is a hacker? So a hacker is someone who uses computer skills to access systems. So sometimes for good, sometimes for bad reasons. In simple terms, a hacker is a person who uses computer skills to access systems. So there are hackers who do it for bad reasons like stealing money or destroying data, and some hackers who do it for good reasons like protecting networks from threats. So like for example, for a bad hacker, they might steal credit cards details, but for in good hackers, they might test the system security to make it stronger. So the term hacker doesn't always mean a criminal. So it depends on their purpose and intent. So there are three types of hackers: the black hat, white hat, and the gray hat hackers. And let's define what are these three. What is a black hat hacker? So they hack for personal gain or malicious purposes. So they steal, destroy, or block access to systems. So they always act without permission. These are the bad hackers. So they hack for personal gain or to cause harm. The next type of hackers is what we call the white hat hackers. So they are known as ethical hackers or the good hackers. So they have permission from companies to test systems. So they help protect against the black hats. So they have the permission to hack systems to test and improve security. Like for example, a company might hire a white hat hacker to find weaknesses before real hackers do. So they help protect against the black hat hackers. The next type of hacker is what we call the gray hat hackers. So they work between good and bad. So they don't have to harm others, but also they don't always have permission. So sometimes they find security flaws and sell that information for money. So let us all remember that black hat is the bad ones, but the white hat is the good, and the gray hat is the between good and bad. What is ethical hacking? So it means hacking legally and responsibly, just like the white hat hackers. So the main goal is to make the network or system safe by finding and fixing any weaknesses or problems that hackers could use to break in. So when these issues are discovered during testing, they corrected right away so that no one can misuse them in the future. In short, it means protecting computers and data by repairing anything that could make them unsafe. For hacking to be considered ethical, the hacker must follow these some rules. So first, they must have written permission to test the system. They must respect the privacy of the individuals and not harm the system. So they must close any backdoors they open during testing so others can exploit them later. They must report all weaknesses they find to the company, not use them for their personal gain. So in short, ethical hackers use their skills to protect others and not harm them. In conclusion, the internet gives us great power to learn, share, and connect. So we must use it responsibly and respectfully. Meaning, the internet gives us the great power to learn, share, and connect. So we must use it responsibly and responsibility because it's our duty as a netizen. We must follow the do's and don'ts of the internet to be safe. So we must all remember that hacking can be used for good or bad depending on their personal goals. So the ethical hackers plays an important role in protecting systems and keeping our information safe. Always think before you click and use our knowledge and skills to make technology a tool for good and not for harm. So that's all. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you learned something valuable today about ethics and information technology. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.